Hey, we're here at Thrive and just wrapping up the week, and there has been so much inspiration and encouragement that this week we want to give you just a taste that will change every single day, inspire you, and send you on your way. So here's this clip.
I think that there's never been a more important time for leaders to have courage. Okay. And courage is, so speaking the truth in love, but without fear. You know, I think for years people are like, well, don't say this and don't say, and now we're getting to the point now you need a new printout every day about what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. And very little of that actually corresponds to the teachings of Christ. It's not loving, it's not true. And yet, if we think our job is to avoid criticism, and if we think our job is to flex to the new definition that the world has of what is true, which is now so often upside down, we are going to live our lives in fear, and we're going to lead others to do the same. And I think that courage is the new critical component. And the interesting thing about that is when we have courage, it's funny how people respond well to that, even those who we might think would disagree, because I think evil preys on fear. And I think when we have courage, and peaceful courage, not bitterness, not that we're looking to be a martyr, but we're willing to be if we have to be in love, I think the world actually responds to that. And the three kinds of courage are, we have to have courage about facing ourselves and our own issues. We have to have what I call interpersonal courage with others, and that's telling them the truth about what they're doing. And I think this is where Carrie talked about gossip. I think gossip is often what we do because we don't have the courage to tell somebody else, hey, when you need to get better. So we go, I don't want to tell them that. I know, I'll tell my wife, or I'll tell my friends, or I'll tell our colleagues. So that's the other kind of courage, interpersonal courage. And then there is public courage, which is to stand up and say, yes, I believe this to be true. Yes, this is where our company is headed. Yes, this is who I am. And if you are uncomfortable with that, I'd love to talk to you about that, but I can't deny who I am and what I believe to be true. And so I think courage, more than any time in my life, is necessary in terms of living out what Christ wants us to do in the world as leaders in companies or churches, and necessary to attract others to Him. Compromise and fear is a recipe for mediocrity, I think.